Greetings. My name is Luis Molina, and I'm the host of the Life Puro podcast. Today, I talk to Elisa Valera, who is the owner of Elisa's Coffee and Kitchen, which is a food truck based in Baton Rouge. She runs it alongside her husband. If you like today's content or any of our other episodes, please support us by visiting shop.habanaport.com. Thank you for tuning in. So how are you doing?
Great, amazing. So excited to be here.
Yeah. I know I've
and
seen
grateful.
that. Yeah, good. Well, I've seen that you get a lot of press like from the local media and
Yes, we can't believe it. How many love we has been received since we opened the business. It's like something, oh my God, so great, so amazing.
how long have you been in the food truck operating here?
So we has been doing operating the food truck 2 years ago. We will turn 2 years next month
Okay.
in August. Next month, 2 years.
2 years this
Yes.
August. Okay, cool. How's it been? It's been a good ride? Fun?
Well, it has been fun, but it's up and down, but it has been great because since this is the first project we do in our life, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, so has been like
Yeah.
very nice drive, interesting.
Yeah. So let me ask you this to go back. Were you born in Cuba?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Cuba. I'm
What town?
Las Tunas,
Where's that?
next to Camagüey.
Oh, okay.
Nobody know Las Tunas.
Yeah. Let's do this?
Las Tunas.
Okay.
So I came 8 years ago with no English at all. So I had to start at zero
Mm-hmm.
in all point because we don't know anything about this country, about
Right.
everything in the life. It's like born again with
That's right.
23 years old. Oh my gosh.
I always admired people who travel to they're from one country, but then they move to another country. Don't know the.
Yes. We have to do because, for the situation in Cuba and all the stuff, it's
Mhm.
like you have to do. Nobody want to, I believe nobody want to leave their country,
Right.
but, we have to do whatever we have to do in life. So it's the only way to improve our life, improve
Mhm.
everything in our life. So
I mean, it's a typical story that Americans hear about, right? It's
Yes.
so many immigrants wanting to escape their bad situation from all countries
yes,
to come
for
here.
the bad situation,
Yeah.
for to seek freedom in
Right.
our life. I know it is very hard to start something new. I mean,
Mhm.
it's boring again, as I say, but it is worth it. It's all about sacrifice, hard work, a lot. Also, I believe it has my experience.
Mhm.
That's my experience.
Yeah.
You have to choose the best partner, the best husband in your life.
And who's your husband?
My husband
Yeah,
is
yeah.
working,
Mhm.
we working together. He's Cuban too. He's, we came like almost in the same time to United
Wow.
States.
Okay.
So it is hard, be owner since it is a lot. It is like little time since we start the business because all the investment. You take time to recover all that kind of money in so a small time. At least we are so grateful that we can still running the business good and we can still pay all the stuff, but it is a lot,
Mhm.
a lot. All the cleaning, all the stuff. So that's why I think, have to be in a great team and with your partner, with your husband, because
Yeah.
it's no way to make it alone. You can make it alone, as a woman, as a man, or whatever. I believe it is like taking too much time to do it.
Right. Well, I believe, yeah. If one has the right partner,
No,
it just helps.
it's like it's
It
the
can't- yeah,
key
yeah.
for me. It's the key.
Right.
You can
Oh,
do
okay.
okay. You born here. You have your family.
Right.
You the
You have our
help of your
support system,
family.
yeah.
You support of your family.
Mm-hmm.
But if you coming along and also you have to help your family in Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
is the hardest thing in your life.
Yeah.
Because I respect everybody. I respect all the people, but I can't forget my family in Cuba.
Right.
I can just have a good life or whatever. No. So it is very hard.
See,
So have to be the you have to choose the right partner, you right husband in your life.
yeah. Well, and I hear
Right.
going back to that point of like people sending money back to their family still back in the original country, conocemos la otra gente de las otras países. We know people from other countries like Honduras or Dominican, Mexico, and it's the same thing. Like it's one person maybe that comes up here to work because there's more opportunity, but they still send the money back.
But even though, since all the countries are the same, I think in Cuba is worse.
Oh yeah, I think it's worse.
It's worse
Yeah,
than
yeah.
other country. So nobody think of that. They think, no, Cuba is beautiful. Cuba is beautiful,
yeah.
but it is beautiful, but with very hard situation.
Right.
In the economy, basic stuff. The basic stuff we have it, they don't have it, or they have to pay like over prices, double or triple that we pay here, and they receive very small money, pesos cubanos, and they sell all the stuff. Over there the government in dollars, so nobody earn dollars, so it's horrible.
It's a whole system there.
Right.
Yeah. There's a gentleman I follow on Instagram. Before you leave, I'll show you his handle. He is the Cuban reporter for CNN. Patrick starts with an O, I think, and he'll post his pic. He's been living there for I think like a few decades, and so it's interesting. He'll post the pictures and video of what's going on, and it's really intriguing to see. And
Nice.
yeah, so it's kind of displaying more information than I guess what Americans see, right? Because what Americans see in the media
It's
is
beaches,
different than what the
beautiful,
rest of the world
blue
sees.
waters,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
cigar,
Right.
and rum.
And I'm more sensitive to the situation because, like with the cigar world, we have most of the families we deal with are Cuban, so we're more sensitive to that situation. We understand like what's going on, and so when my customers ask me, "Do you want to go to Cuba?" I'm kind of torn because on the one hand, yeah, I would love to go to Cuba, but on the other hand, I wouldn't want to go there unless the people, like it really benefited the people. I wouldn't want my dollars, let's say, going to the wrong spots, right? And I know it could be kind of a little sensitive
Sí,
from both sides. So,
for both sides.
but like for example, this family here who makes this cigar for us, it's the Aroa family. So Julio Aroa, he was a patriarch. He escaped Cuba back during the revolution. And he has an interesting story. I think like some of his family members were political prisoners. They all moved to South Florida. And I don't know the details, but I don't know if Julio was involved in it or maybe some other family or friends, like in the Bay of Pigs invasion. So it's definitely we're more sensitive like to the Cuban experience. And it's not just, we're just going to go, as American, go down there and spend money. And while they're, a few blocks away from the tourist spots, like people are starving, So it's kind of difficult. I wish more Americans knew about that.
It is a lot. It is a lot to to handle. We have we go there to see our family because my mother living there. The parents of Jose living there. My grandparents living there. So it's no way to don't go there to see them. But since we has been running the business and we has been invest in all the stuff,
right?
Try to running a beautiful business, try to do the right stuff. So we has been delay all this in there, but we have to go in the future close up.
Well, I root for you because every time you post something on your Instagram, I see like the comments, and it seems like you have a very loyal following. People love you.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, we are so grateful. Um, since we started this project, we feel so much love with everything we do
Mm-hmm.
in this project, in this business, about the coffee, about the people. Jose loves to cook and
Yeah.
do perfection and stuff. He want to take it, time to do the right stuff, to when the customer take their sandwiches are perfect, they look
Mm-hmm.
perfect, and taste perfect. And we love people and we love what we do. I think that is the key of so much people have been coming to the business, have been loved to the food, and
Mm-hmm.
we are so happy, to get so far since we start, with
Yeah.
all the stuff. Even though it's hard
It's
because
hard. Yeah.
it's no easy
Right. We
in
know.
so small
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
2 years. We will turn 2 years next month. All the stuff, the bills of the business, your bills. It is a lot, but
Yeah.
the investment because everything is broke. If everything is broke, you have to freeze it or you have to replace.
Yep.
So that is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Yep. You're singing the song of the typical small business owner, right? It's about solving problems, trying to save money,
See,
save money by solving those
so
problems.
hard to save money,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
whatever. We try because, for example, if you are doing good, for example, in a couple of weeks, something happened in the middle. It's
know.
all we like that. Something happened in the middle. Or you have to invest because the product is gone. So you have to invest again, take your money, invest in your business because it's the only way to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So, for example, like what do we have here?
cortadito.
Okay. What's cortadito?
So cortadito is 2 shots of espresso, and then we splash a little steam meal on the top, and then we add brown sugar because
So good. Yeah.
that is a regular make with
Okay.
brown sugar. So, but we do flavors too. We do café con leche, that is the latte we make.
Coffee with milk. Yeah.
I love it so much, the coffee. I think I born with the coffee with my grandmother, brew coffee and all the stuff. So I feel so loved with the coffee.
Is that who you learned about the coffee? Is from your grandmother?
Yes, for my
Okay.
grandmother.
What do you remember about her? Like some of the techniques. Like, can you explain like what you saw? Or
I don't know. It is different. In Cuba, they don't have, in that time, we don't have it, like special coffee espresso and all
right.
the stuff. So we have to brewery and a colador. I don't know
yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah.
say.
It's kind of like a sock, like a
Something
filter. Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
filter,
Yeah.
and waiting to the water boil, and then put the coffee in the filter, and then pour the hot water,
water,
the
yeah.
boiled water, and then but everybody in Cuba is about the coffee.
Yeah.
It's about the coffee. For example, if it's gone the coffee, we have to looking for all of the blocks for the coffee because the shortages.
The shortages, yeah,
The
yeah,
shortages
yeah.
in Cuba, it is a lot.
my
It is
gosh.
food, coffee for all the time since I born.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it's always been a problem, huh? Like the food shortages.
See, sometimes when I say a big line at the supermarkets, people get anxious. Gringos
Right. Oh,
hate
sure.
ancient. I
Right.
say, oh my God, they don't know about it. That
I know.
about the
Right.
huge line for hours to wait for food or to wait for the basic stuff. Don't have to be food. Well, basic stuff.
I know. It's like the standards in America are so high that people like we forget. Like we've had it so good for too long. We freak out if like our McDonald's order takes an extra 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Whereas like, yeah, Cubans,
It is so funny.
they I mean, that's real struggle.
See.
And I'd say this all the
waiting
time.
for a piece of chicken. I mean, for some pieces of chicken, waiting for 3 or 4 hours or more. Although it's a lot. It's like
Right.
nobody believe.
Mhm.
Go there. It's
Right.
see. You can see
Right.
what I am talking about. I mean, this country is so different, of course,
Yeah.
because that made maybe many people don't believe it because
I
it's
know,
something incredible.
I know.
Nobody believe it.
If America just stays
4 hours?
here, yeah, they don't know. Yeah.
Crazy.
So it reminds me of a story that someone in the cigar industry told me from South Florida. He was telling me that, he's Cuban and all his family made it to South Florida. He grew up in South Florida, so they've known good times. So they were able to get their grandmother. She had been living in Cuba the whole time. I think they got her out, I think in the late or 90s or early 2000s. Anyway, he was telling me the story of like when the family went with her to the supermarket to take her to take her to an American supermarket for the first time. And they watched her and she went inside and she just like wide-eyed looking.
What a shock.
She was like, and then she started crying and breaking down.
Sí.
And they all said, Grandma, why are you crying? Like, are you okay? She's like, in Cuba, we were taught that America didn't have these
Sí.
things, that it was just as bad here.
Mm.
And then she realized, I guess, that she was lied to and we had plenty of
It
things.
is a lot to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it is a lot.
That's why I wish every American would at least go to a third world country and like experience or see how people live there. That way, when they come back, they have a sense of like,
More appreciated.
yeah, like,
That's
you know
why
what?
we appreciate everything we
Mhm.
have. Everything is with too much love. Make it with too much love and sacrifice a lot. We hard worker. We have to sacrifice. Not doing certain stuff. Not enjoy too much because invest in the business. Invest in what we love. To bring to the people the best, the quality and everything.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing your business grow? At least more interest, more people finding out? Because I think that's the hardest part for any small business.
Yes, we normally on weekday we are in the downtown. Most of the day Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I always post on Facebook. Every Monday the schedule for the week.
Yeah, your company's very
weekend.
good about that.
So every Monday I post a location for the rest of the week and in weekends if we have an event or festival or something. Because on weekdays sometimes change because sometimes we have to go to different places. So that's why I keep in posted to the people, keep in connection with them on the social media is the best we has been doing. Since we started the business, keeping posted, keeping. To connect. To connect with the people is the best you can do.
That's right. Now, I've noticed that you are very good about Monday morning. I can expect, let me see Elisa's schedule for the week where she's going to be. And I mean, you're on it. So that's important, communicating that to customers, I feel, too. Like we struggle sometimes as a business to do that.
They follow us all over the place. Oh, my gosh. When I see a customer that came so far away, we were in the downtown, he came from Prairieville area.
Prairieville, yep.
Or for central area. We were in that. You say, oh my God, I can't believe it. I get so excited because, it is so, oh my God, so fulfilling.
So, I mean, I love the food, obviously, that you guys have. Let's go over that. So what are you known for? Explain some of the dishes that you guys offer.
We since the trailer have everything commercial, but the trailer is small, so we do with the line of coffee and hot sandwiches, all kind of coffees, and then the Cuban sandwich is the most popular, so we have to do, and then the steak sandwich, that is the pan con bistec, the medianoche. Is the sweet and soft bread with the same ingredient that the Cuban. The frita cubana is the Cuban burger. Everybody say, what is the difference? I believe, the difference is the burger I make with sausage, beef and pork. The mix is it is a mix of those meat.
It's always the pork that's the secret.
And then we do the tamales. Our tamales are made with corn, no flour in it. And then we prepare a big plate, that comes with 2 tamales, grilled tamales to heat and to toast in the grill. two
Mm-hmm.
tamales, roast pork, grilled onions, Cuban mojito, and other sauce that you can, eat it.
What's Cuban mojito?
Cuban mojito is garlic, vinaigrette, and cilantro.
Uh
Mix.
huh. No, definitely a Cuban dish. It's like a marinade that's
Yes.
known in the Cuban
And
cuisine, huh?
now we add to the sandwiches plantain, like three plantain.
Like fried the chips, huh? Almost like a chip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they can dip it in the Cuban mojito.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
People love it.
Yeah.
People love it. That
In Cuba, they do plátanos maduros, huh?
plátanos maduros.
Or is it mostly frito?
Sí, frito,
okay.
plátano frito. It's like a yellow plantain,
Mm-hmm.
We cut in slices, and then when the oil is very hot, you put in the plantain, and then when they are like yellow or something like that, you take out of the oil
Mm-hmm.
of the pan.
Yeah, growing up, because my family's from El Salvador, we didn't really do the fried. I mean, I guess they have it, but it was always the maduro, which is almost like a softer people for people who
Soft
don't
and
know.
sweet.
Yeah, it's like a softer plátano. So, no, I love it. But yeah, I tried that burger for the first time. I think on the last or second to last visit. I didn't know you guys did that. That was delicious.
Yes, oh my God, we sold so quickly the burger. Now we have it. We sold so quickly the burger. It was totally successful.
Yeah,
That burger, people love it.
but that's not a traditional Cuban item, is it?
Yes.
You made that up?
Yes, no,
Oh, it is
those are a traditional too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So, people who living before the revolution in Cuba, they know about the frita cubana. It's very popular too because it's the mix of the meat, chorizo, puerco, and res, la vaca. So those are the mix of those meat made the burger, the Cuban burger.
Okay.
So those are typical
Yeah.
dish to see.
Yeah. I always found in Latin cuisine and Spanish cuisine, it's always like the addition of pork that just enhances a dish. Something about pork that makes the food more savory, just tasty.
Sí.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. But yeah, I've always loved the Cuban coffee that you guys offer because for me, it's the best pairing with a cigar. It's just something about, and then we have some people that, and I'm sure you probably know, like some Cubans might put the cigar like this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that? Do you have family members that smoke cigars?
Well, my grandmother smoked cigar.
She did?
She did.
Cool. Wow. What made her smoke? Because I know there are a lot of female Cubans who smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a lot of Americans, when they hear that, they're puzzled. Because in America, it's still viewed as like a male-centric activity, but we know, like cigar people know, when you go to these factories or these Latin countries, a lot of the workers are women because they're so desired for their ability to handle the tobacco gently. And it's cool when I go to these factories, I'm seeing this women smoking too, and it's like, oh, that's awesome,
Sí,
But was she in the industry or she just liked cigars?
She just likes cigar.
Okay. Do you remember if there was a certain brand or size that she smoked? Did she make it her own?
No, she doesn't. She just smoked the regular cigar, the regular where we can find everywhere, no here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So those cigar all the time.
Yeah. No, I love hearing stories like, and I hear that from like certain groups where like their grandmothers or like older generations, like the females would love their tobacco.
I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah. But you don't smoke, huh?
No, I don't.
Yeah. That's okay.
So, I love it. Everything in the building is so beautiful. You have been doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
So proud of that. Because everything is so neat, so organized.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, that's why I love your story because it's similar. Like it reminds me of like when we started because my parents were immigrants. They moved here from El Salvador, so it's like I can really empathize with you and Jose's situation, and we want to root for you guys too. So you're always welcome here. Like we want to have you park here at maybe first Friday of every month if we can get that spot.
Yes, see, we love it.
Yeah. So what's your favorite dish that you guys offer? If you had to choose only
So,
one item.
I love all the items, but I love el pan con bistec steak sandwich.
Okay.
I love it so much. And the frita cubana
I'm gonna try that steak sandwich today.
steak sandwich.
I don't think
is
I had
so good. Oh my gosh. I love the pork, but since in Cuba we hadn't eaten so much beef, so that's why I love it so much. The steak and all the stuff.
Yeah. Are there any traditional items, like food items, that you remember enjoying, like during Christmas time?
Yes. In Christmas time, well, we in Cuba after revolution, we don't celebrate the Christmas time. I think now they start celebrate. Yes,
Oh, I
because
didn't know that.
Fidel Castro
He wasn't really religious,
avoid
was
that. No,
he? Yeah.
avoid that, and then we just celebrate New Year. 31 de diciembre, New Year, waiting for the New Year. But in that day, we roast the pork, the whole pig with con gris, rice and beans, cassave, tamales, some places, salad, and we that is the traditional dish in Cuba. Roast pork, the whole pig, cooking.
So let me ask you, not to interrupt you, but the tamales that you guys do in Cuba, it's wrapped in the corn?
Yeah.
So it's not wrapped in a banana leaf like in Central America?
No,
Yeah.
it is on the corn, and then we making with the tropical, from Florida and Cuban, Caribbean and stuff are different. The food, I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's for
right.
the water, right, or something
I don't
like
know.
that.
I mean, yeah, even
The
like in the
water,
Dominican
the
Republic. Yeah.
land, it is different. So are the tamales. So the corn tamales over there is like the flavor is, I don't know, different from here, from
Right.
the south of United States and Central America. So are amazing. Doing all the ingredients with some chicharrón crackling, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Chicharrón inside. Some people does,
I didn't know that. Okay.
or maybe pieces of roast pork.
Did you put any
Made the masa.
olives
No,
inside?
we don't.
Okay. Because I know, I think in El Salvador, Honduras, that's what we do
Yes,
that. Yeah.
we don't. We just make simple, with all the spices, the seasoning, a little seasoning,
Okay.
Onions, red pepper, garlic. We do with manteca de puerco with the pork oil, right?
The lard? Yeah.
We
We
do
call
with that to to taste it, the tamales better and con gris too. So.
I know. I think when some people in this country try to recreate that, they don't use lard. They want to use like the vegetable shortening and some other alternative fats. But we found that the actual pork lard makes for the best dish, right? So savory. Might not be good for you, but like
one day,
yeah.
at least the lard pork is make the flavor of everything amazing.
Exactly. And I find like the topic of tamales interesting because, like you said, like every little region, every Latin American country, they have their own view on what a tamale is. And even, I don't know if you've heard that in the Mississippi River Delta, so like the area like north of here along the Mississippi River up into Mississippi, they have their own tamales. And they call them the Delta tamale.
Delta tamale.
Yeah,
Nice.
something like that. They even have like a trail, meaning that I guess the businesses in that area and the governments decided to like appoint certain restaurants
Interesting.
for people to like travel and visit and try these tamales.
Try the tamale. Oh my
And
gosh.
they're like, but they're interesting. It's not like anything in Mexico or Latin America. It's like our own spin of it. And there's a whole story. I don't know the whole story, but I think some people think it came from the Mexican immigrants that started going to the Mississippi River Delta Valley to work the farms, and they came up with these tamales, but they're like really small.
Wow.
Have you heard of Doe's restaurant in town?
No, I haven't.
They're on Government Street. They actually offer that as an appetizer.
Wow.
And it's like that, like traditional.
Which restaurant is?
Doe's.
Okay.
It's a DOE apostrophe S.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the original Doe's was started in Mississippi. I think that's why they have that dish, because it's like a little tribute to that one particular.
That's
tamal.
what I love from here. That we can enjoy all the mix of different countries. Japanese food, I love it. Chinese, Cuban, Salvadoran, Nicaragua, Guatemala. Everywhere is amazing.
So when you're not cooking or eating your own food, what you like other cuisines? Like, what are some of your favorite places, or at least cuisines? You said Japanese.
I love Japanese food. I love pizza, spaghetti.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Everything. Steak from here, American.
Yeah.
Steak. Oh my God, I love it. Mm-hmm. All the food.
What's your favorite cut? What's your favorite cut of steak? Do you like the filet? Do you like
the filet mignon? It's amazing. But I love it all the cut. I mean, I am fan of the steak, so it's like no matter what.
Exactly. Yep. Just try it all.
So we are, delicious. I love it. The food. I love all kind of food. No matter. Good food is good food.
That's right. Well, I think it's the beauty of America, and especially like in Louisiana. This state has always been a ground like for mixing of different cultures. I'm from New Orleans,
seafood. Oh my God,
mixed with the
crawfish.
seafood. What do you think about the crawfish here?
I love.
Do you know how to?
Yes.
You know, yeah. Did you have trouble when you first came here to figure out how to eat
what
it?
is that? Oh my God, it's so small. But then when I taste, I like it because I like the spice. Well, in Cuba, we don't have nothing spicy. So
it's not really spicy.
Eat the spicy. But when we came, we start to use the spicy and get used to the spicy. And then we love it, we love it. We love it. Or food, the food with the spicy, the crawfish. I love it, seafood.
I mean, I think a lot of Americans don't realize, unless you're from Florida, Cuban food is not really spicy, like traditionally, I guess.
No, it's not. It's not spicy. We
but
never.
It's savory. It's savory.
See, it's flavoring and tasty, but I never in my life, in my 23 years old, 23 years that when I live in Cuba, I never eat nothing spicy there. I mean, nada.
Yeah. It's not like I guess Mexican cuisine that they can really add a lot of spice and heat to their dishes.
Sí, I love it. Mexican cuisine too. Tacos.
Yeah. The
Quesadillas.
tacos?
Sí.
Have you had what I call a real taco? Like tacos al pastor?
Tacos al pastor.
Yeah.
That, oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Yeah. And for people listening, you do not put cheese on a real taco. Taco Bell kind of ruined that.
We went to Mexico. Last year or something like that, in Cancun area.
Okay. I was going to ask, where?
It was good. It was very good. The flour. I mean, the flour of the tortillas, corn and flour are very good.
I love the pastor because I guess just that additional of the pineapple. It's just something about that citrus that.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
I love it, everything with pineapple, pizza, everything.
Oh, yeah.
The Italian people say, pineapple? No.
No.
But
I have
good.
I have a friend who's of Sicilian descent.
Pineapple?
And,
no, they get very offended.
Yeah.
The
they take their food.
In the pizza.
They take their food serious. Like, and I fortunately befriended this person that he would invite me to Sunday night dinners, which is like almost like a holy thing for them. And it's like they really value and respect the food. And it's not even like about quantity. It's just more about quality.
Quality. It's amazing.
And like respecting it.
I love it that, make food with
quality. Yeah.
Quality of the products.
That's right.
That's why I love it so much, the Italian food.
Yeah. Well, I think there's always been a connection between the Italian cultures and Cuban culture, especially with the coffee.
Yes, they are
The espresso
European.
machine is Italian. That they invented that.
The European culture in Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
is we are a mix
That's
for
right.
everywhere, for African, for
right.
European, for everywhere.
That's what I love about Cuba is that even they have their different shades and different mixes of culture. I know there's some people from like the African or Caribbean descent to like the more I guess European, and then everything in between, and like it's just a harmonious.
It's a mix.
Yeah,
It was
and it
a
becomes
mix.
Cuba, you know.
On Cuba.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: the guayabera was
Guayabera.
that? Yeah, was that a?
It's traditional
Did you
in
see that in Cuba?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a traditional in Cuba. Many men wore the
right.
the guayabera, and those time.
Yeah.
I think they still,
Yeah.
they still is amazing shirt.
Yeah.
I love it.
I asked that question to a lot of Cubans because years ago, I went to one of our vendors' booths during one of these trade shows, and it was from the Carrillo family, Ernesto Perez Carrillo, and I noticed, like in their booth, all their salespeople have suit and ties, like they don't wear these shirts. But then you see another company, like their sales reps wear the guayaberas. So I asked the rep one day, like, why don't y'all wear guayaberas? He was like, oh no, Ernie doesn't believe in that. Like, that's not really a Cuban fashion. I guess maybe he was going back like way back.
Exactly.
Because you find this shirt in all of Latin America.
Miami, in all Miami.
Right,
Miami,
right.
they
I know, they do.
tons
Yeah.
of many stores that, that sell guayabera.
I know.
And internet too.
Right.
But it's so beautiful and fun.
Oh, I love it. This is my favorite attire because to me it's versatile.
Very
It could be
nice.
formal with long sleeves, even like high end, like silk or linen, to very informal, where it could almost be a work shirt too. And you can wear it like to a nice dinner or even just like a casual setting. Yeah.
Casual
But for me too,
occasion.
especially with the four pocketed ones, this one's just the two pockets on the bottom with the little one from for the cigar.
So nice.
I got this in Mexico. I was just there. Yeah. And some people call it the Mexican wedding shirt because a lot of Mexicans wear this too. And supposedly, I don't know if it's the origin, but it's like a mecca for guayabera production is in Merida, Mexico. Have you heard of that, Merida? So you were in Cancun. If you look on a map, the peninsula, it kind of goes out like that into the Gulf. Cancun's on this side, on the east side. Merida is right here in the northwest side, in the Yucatan. And supposedly that's where they produce.
You went there.
No, I wanted to go there last week, but Hurricane Beryl or Beryl was going for it. So like at the last minute, my friends and I had to change plans, and we went to Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. It's
It's
beautiful.
nice, yeah. I've never been there. Yeah, it's on the west coast.
Puerto Vallarta.
It's nice.
Nice.
It's really nice. It's very quaint. The city center.
Where we going to go is Dominican Republic. Oh,
Okay.
we love it so much, the Caribbean island.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go there
Ha-
one
so,
day.
Have you been there? Have you been there?
I haven't.
Okay.
We haven't. We're gonna go.
Have you
in
done
the
research?
future.
Like where to go?
Well, many people go there for vacation.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a beautiful 5-star hotel with beautiful customer service, nice customer service, and everybody is so friendly. I think many Cuban people go there because
It's very similar.
it's
the culture,
very
yeah.
similar. The culture and the people are very happy. It is a little expensive because we have to take 2 flights. Mexico is very close, you know.
okay.
That's why just one fly, is more cheapest. I think that part of United States always go to Mexico because in Dominican Republic you have to take 1 flight to Miami and then to Republic of Dominican.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's beautiful. It's worth it.
Yeah, if you need tips before you plan that, let me know because we go there too and we do business there.
Dominican Republic. Oh my gosh.
There's Punta Cana. A lot of Americans like to go there, or Puerto Plata.
Punta Cana.
Yeah,
I always
that's
heard
always
about
a
Punta
lot of
Cana.
Americans like going there.
American, Cuban, and everybody, so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The beaches.
Is that your
all the-
favorite destination? Is like a beach
I
spot? It's got to be a
see.
beach. Yeah.
Have to be a beach.
Yeah.
we want to go to Montana and other places of the
Yeah.
United States, you know,
Mm-hmm.
New
It's
York,
big. It's a
Los
big country.
Angeles,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But we feel so connected with the beach since I think we born in a Caribbean country in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
We were not close to the beach, and we were not went a lot to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But we love so much the beach.
Yeah.
You know, I think the air and everything about
Yeah. Yeah.
us
It's almost purifies.
purified,
yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah. Do you drink alcohol?
Wine and beer sometimes.
Okay.
Margarita, I love it. Margarita.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Same. When I don't work,
Right.
obviously.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
But we always so busy with the business and try to figure out the stuff, organize the stuff. You know, but sometimes we taking some time
you need
off.
to. Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. No, I mean there was when we first started. I think I didn't because my father and I started this business, and I think we didn't take a vacation for like the first 7 or 8 years. No, I'm sorry, 6 years.
it's a
It was
lot.
6 years.
I believe it. We went to Florida to doing some research about the stuff there, and we did not rest because we sent food and stuff for our family and all the stuff, and then we did not stop. Just one day, to get relaxing because it was
Oh, you just went there for a day, huh?
running errands and all the stuff. I think vacation we haven't taken since we started. Real vacation
I
like
know.
2 or 3 days, not doing nothing, just
Yeah.
relaxing. No,
I know.
it is a lot.
It's tough
But,
to it's tough to get away
tough.
too.
It's tough because the good thing it is not going to be easy in your life. It's obviously it's going to be easy because be your own owner or your life is like hard, the hardest stuff.
Yeah.
That's why nobody take the risk to start something new, to start something that that is no use to have in your town. But we did it, and we has been doing good, and we in the future we want other project, maybe the same, not the same project, but with different
Okay.
stuff.
You have different initiatives that you're thinking
Yes,
about, huh?
because
Like
I
different
love
plans.
it. I will keep it with the business, but
Yeah, yeah.
Jose, my husband, he's very good in everything. He repaired car, he painted car,
Wow.
he's welder, he's everything. He's
Wow.
amazing with his hands.
He has
doing
experience.
stuff.
He has experience with
Sí.
the mechanic.
He's
Like the okay.
amazing. He was working at Waski in a construction company.
Okay.
He was a supervisor there, so he's very good. Lead the people because he's very good in that, and working with his hands.
Right.
Like big project
Right.
because he's very good at.
Right.
So in the future, maybe I can hire somebody else and he can doing something for him. He love what he do, but some people like doing a lot of stuff or more stuff. But in the future,
Yeah.
we can do. This was our first project.
Yeah.
To be free.
That's right. Well, you bring up a point. Like if this was like if small business management or ownership was easy, everyone would be doing it. But I bet like during your time off, you and your husband are probably thinking about the business. Like, oh, what do I forget? What I got to do? Like even though you're probably in bed thinking about it's like
restock, maintenance.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have him that he can maintain the generator. When the gas is gone, he replace the gas. They change oil of generator. No, that tire is so gone. We have to replace it. It is a lot, even though it is a trailer, but it is a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. A lot of stuff to restock, to cleaning, to keeping cleaning, the most cleaning, because you are working with food. Everything has to be clean. It is a lot. I'm glad we start with something like that.
Right.
We
Start very
can,
small to manage.
where we can
Yeah.
move to different places and go to festival and event and where the people are, because it is very hard to building
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like
Customer.
to find a brick and mortar place location. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is very hard, very expensive for the insurance, for the liability. Everybody know that utility, manage with employees. You know, it is very hard. You know, to find good employees that compromise with the job and wanted to do good because they love it. So I think we are good in that point. So just working hard to get better life in our life, what we really love, up and down all the time because that is the business art. The business art like that.
That's right.
And the sales, always every day is not the same sales. So we have to manage that and try to, to reach more people, to contact more people, to get more view in our social media and the follower, like that.
Well, I think what you and Jose are doing, just like one day at a time, it's a very small building steps, and to the point where you'll just shoot up, and now maybe you'll have Elisas all over the country, if you want. Yeah.
We will see. We will see in the future because the future is, you never know. It's unpredictable, right?
That's right.
Sometimes we say, yes, of course, but you never know.
Right.
I think we have to believe in God and whatever, they bring in our life.
Yeah.
It's the right stuff.
Yeah.
That they bring the business, they bring, our life here in America, and we has been doing good. Thank you, God. But it's a little by a little, step by step.
Right.
Not rush.
That's right.
Because you can fail.
Right. But I think you're right in that faith in God and the United States of America just provide the infrastructure for people to pursue that happiness.
Exactly, pursue their happiness.
And that's only if one wants to pursue it. They don't have to in this country. They have the freedom to do what they want.
To live, right?
Right.
But I don't know, since this country has been given a lot of stuff. No, we has been working on it, but in other countries sometimes you can have it. What we have what you have here, the freedom to choose the stuff to do in your life.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
I think it's a good time to segue because I know we probably got to go get some Cuban food. But before we go, can you do me like one favor? I have 5 questions, just rapid answers. No, okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Tabasco, Crystal, or other hot sauce?
Tabasco.
Okay. Favorite vacation destination?
Republic Dominican.
Okay.
Republic.
This is the question I usually ask, but maybe because you don't smoke cigars, maybe we'll say, who would you want to have a meal with? If you could have a meal with anyone alive or deceased, who would it be? Anyone from history, even if they're dead. Like, who would you want to have a meal with?
Penelope Cruz.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love her.
All right, Penelope, you've heard it. We got to get you to have a dinner with
She's so
Elisa.
beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see. This next question is usually cigar related. So we'll bring it back to food. If you could only eat one cuisine for the rest of your life on a desert island, what would it be?
Cuban cuisine. Obviously. Okay. Cuban cuisine.
And which one specifically?
Ropa vieja.
Very good.
Con gris, yuca.
It's got to be the ropa vieja. Final question. Who would you want to see on this podcast on a future episode? It could be anyone. Even Penelope Cruz. Yeah.
Salma Hayek.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, Salma.
Nice.
The invitation's here, so.
You have to come.
Yeah. Well, very good. Thank you, Elisa.
Luis. Thank you.
Good luck to you. I love you and Jose.
Appreciate
and
it.
everyone, check them out. Awesome stuff. Check them out on our description for their contact. So take care, everyone.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.